Big, beautiful open range bunkhouse here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. A 395 BHS. Back when these were built, open range's square footage was designated by their model number, 395 square feet. Kind of a cool way of going about it, really. This has a lot going on with it. I try to give you a nice overview here, but there is a lot to touch anytime you're talking about an open range. So let's get started. Big basement storage on this roamer here. We have no shortage of storage space out here, and I love the way that they've accomplished their little outside speakers. By mounting them in the basement area, they did not have to drill holes through the wall. Kind of cool. You're also looking at just easy slam latch style baggage doors that just do a great job. We have strong arm stabilizer legs here, and as an open range dealer ourselves, this is something we are a huge proponent of. They keep a big rig like this super steady on your campsite, especially a bunkhouse that has a bunch of kids coming and going. It's going to keep the whole trailer from rocking and rolling around. So if you're one of those folks that maybe has a little bit of motion sickness here and there, it's not going to be an issue. Common qualities in open range since they were first in production. First of all, it looks like a pretty good sized girl, because it is. This is a wide body coach. Average fifth wheel, average travel trailer is 8 foot wide. That's 96 inches. This is 100-inch wide body. It's 4 inches wider all the way across. That means 4 more inches in the rear bunkhouse, in the living room, in the bedroom, in the bathroom, everywhere. That 4 extra inches is something you can immediately sense and feel, and something that no one ever complains about. I've never heard someone say, hey, there's just too much nice open room in my fifth wheel, you know. Easy power jack control system here, so you can kind of level one side or the other, run them both together. It's kind of cool how they have that set up. The docking station here is all enclosed behind these fully laminated insulated doors, and that goes right along with the fact that this has heavier insulation in the roof, the slides, a fully enclosed forced air heated insulated underbelly. That means this is 0 and 100 degrees rated and capable. Not only is the body wider, the super slide in the living room is deeper. That is a 42-inch deep slide, not a 36-inch deep slide, which is a common super slide. Like this one over here. That's a common 36-inch super slide. There's nothing wrong with that. But this is a monster, super big, deep slide. That means the living room in this is a full 10 inches bigger and wider than pretty much anything else could ever dream of being. Truly fully walkable roof. Yeah, I mean, you got to remember too, I'm saying a lot of positives here. It is a pre-owned RV. There are a couple little scuffs here and there, but it's just nothing to be worried about. You know, if you bought a 2-year-old car and it had a little scuff on the dashboard or on the footboard when you were first stepping in, you wouldn't be offended. That's the kind of equivalency that I'm discussing here. LED taillights are cool, by the way, so you don't got to worry about those, you know, going out on you. Big windows in the slides of the bunkhouse, and that's the thing. A lot of fifth wheels with bunkhouses aren't willing to put big windows in there. Another cool thing here is the direct access bathroom door. Folks who have never owned an RV are going, weird, why is that there? And folks who have had a bunkhouse are going, yes, that's going to keep the kids from tracking dirt through my RV, and you are correct. Let's step inside here. A lot of good things to talk about that I haven't touched on yet, like the extra large window in this door here. I like that the previous owners put this nice grab handle on here. That's going to keep you from like accidentally grabbing your door hardware and twisting, busting stuff up. As soon as you step inside this open range, like any open range, you're instantly like, whoa, this is pretty big. And again, you are correct. They are not small coaches. This is not the everyday person's coach. For instance, we are looking at big, tall cathedral ceiling. We're looking at the wide body construction, the super deep slide out. We're also looking at not just a deep slide, but a tall one as well. You see that there's plenty of headroom in here. Let me swing back around here real quick. Freestanding dining table and chairs. A little dark in here right now, but I don't know. Sometimes I like them to look unplugged. I like them to look natural. This is how a camper's going to look most of the time. You don't always run the lights full blast all the time in RVs. A lot of people don't think about that. But freestanding dining table here with padded backs on the chairs as well. Again, everything in this is a bit more upscale. Big plush hide-a-bed sofa, and you know, zoom right in on the fabrics here. Lots of good life left in this. This thing was used, not heavily. You know, they used it, but they didn't wear it out by any stretch. All of your windows open for ventilation. You have extra large storage cabinets above your slides here. They can get away with this because the slide is deeper, the slide is taller, so they can have big cabinets here. And again, You notice how this door is not connecting with that light fixture here. Everything was really intelligently designed. All of your cabinetry is going to be hidden hinged, nicer stuff, you know. All of your lighting inside here is LEDs, way before that was super common. Your air conditioner, first of all, it's racetrack ducted. The whole thing, you have not just a double ducted system, but it does loop around at the end. That means that you get even good airflow all the way in your rear bunkhouse, all the way in your front bedroom. If it doesn't have that racetrack ducting, the rear bunkhouse and the front bedroom start to receive reduced service from the air conditioner over time as back pressure builds up in the AC system. Again, big cabinetry, lots of storage. You can sleep and feed 8 or 10 people in this RV. You have to be able to keep all of their stuff in here, and it does get that job done. You know, under the refrigerator, most manufacturers will leave that blank. Above the refrigerator, a lot of manufacturers will leave that blank. Under the stove, a lot of guys just won't put storage down there. They utilize every square inch they possibly can here. If it's a thin, awkward storage spot, they make the shelves come to you, so you don't have to get down on your hands and knees and dig your shoulders in there to get to the shelving. I haven't even opened up all of that cabinetry because there's so much already open and in the way. You know, there's a lot of storage potential and capacity going on here. The door to the bunkhouse, I love, has this little nightshade going on here so that you can either shut the door and have privacy, or on a rainy day, you can say, all right, kids, you're driving me nuts. Get back to your room. You can close the door. You can have relative peace and quiet, but still keep an eye on them. You know, it's not an out of sight, out of mind thing. You can still keep an eye on them, and I like that. And detail stuff. You're going to see door stops all over the place so that this door doesn't smash that wall. It's detail stuff that sets this apart for me. Huge closet back here in the rear bunkhouse. Now, what's cool about this rear closet, again, we can store everything. Notice, too, there's power outlets down here to keep the kids' stuff charged. During the day, let me close this, get this out of the way here. During the day, you can set this up like so. Flip the top bunk up, fold the lower bunk into a sofa, and have a second living room, an extended living room, a private rear den, a man cave, or whatever you want to call it, a craft room. You could do whatever you want. You could set this up for a TV enclosure here if the kids are allowed to bring a video game system or anything like that. If you're using this like a home on wheels, the kids have their own little desk to do their homework. That's pretty cool, you know. It's nice detail stuff like that. And again, if they're up and down at night, they have their own half bath. They don't have to get up and down and disturb mom and dad. So it's time to bunk down. We've had a long day in the campsite and everyone's getting grumpy and tired. We're all rubbing our eyes. Now we fold that upper bunk down, and, well, I should have folded that down into a bunk. I didn't. Anyway, that folds down into a bunk. So, again, we can have either a big living room, a bunkhouse, a little bit of each. This is a very highly convertible space in here that can pretty much do anything that you want or need it to do. I went out of my normal order and already sort of killed the kitchen, so I'm just going to give you a nice big view of the living space here. Man, I tell you, you've got so much walking space here because of that wide body and that deeper slide. So we have, you know, the giant DVD shelf storage space right here. All original factory electronics are present and accounted for. Everything's in good working order there. Above here in the kitchen area, if you're cooking up a storm, you can really, really blow that heat right out of here. Or if you just don't want to run your AC, open some windows, turn on that fan, and I mean, you can feel the air coming in through the windows just with your hand up there. Another big thing with an open range is you walk in, flick one switch for like all the lights. I also like the little hideaway converter box down here. It's down out of the way where the kids can't get to it. Your master control center here is kind of hidden away from little hands again. That big power ceiling fan I was pointing you out at up there, by the way, has a wall controller. You don't have to be 10 foot tall to get to that thing. And a coat closet right by the door. Now what's kind of funny is, other than the floor plan changing a little bit and now called a 427 BHS, they still build this coach. They, you know, it's not like this is a relic from a earlier time. They swapped this bunkhouse fifth wheel out for one that was just a little smaller and a little more manageable for them. However, they had an aftermarket mattress in here they really, really liked. So this is a brand new black label mattress from a brand new cruiser RV. So you're not getting used stuff in here. You're not going to have to replace bedding, is what I'm getting at. This has already been done. This is a nice piece. This is a pillow top bed. Is it a sleep number? No, but it is way better than the common garbage you usually get in a lot of bunkhouse fifth wheels. This is a 50 amp unit with a second air conditioner installed, which is a pretty darn big deal I like to talk about. Full front wall-to-wall storage. This has a 3-panel mirror. You can slide each section around any way you want to access different portions of that cabinet. They have left in a bedroom TV as well, which a lot of folks are inclined to still slip out of their used RVs. And big dresser space going on down here. Again, good storage all the way around. Again, detail stuff like little door stoppers down there so that the doors don't smack against the wall and scar things up. The bathroom in this thing is killer. This is an amazing bathroom. You walk in, first of all, it's huge. You have tons of legroom and space here. You have these extra large, massive cabinets here because if you're going to live in this camper, this is also your laundry room. It is washer, dryer, prep down here. And if you don't need that, don't worry about it. You just have an extra big closet in here now, and you have an extra big, just general utility shelf, extra blankets, linens, beach towels. So many fifth wheels have nowhere to keep towels. This one does not just suffer from that deficit. Full stand-up shower, because again, this is a true stand-up upstairs here. I don't have to duck to walk around, not even around the bed. A nicer porcelain stool, of course. Being central air and heat, everyone stays comfortable, even up here in the bedroom. So, I mean, you know, like I said, she's pre-owned. It's got a couple, like a scuff here or there in a cabinet. If you don't care about that stuff, and you're just looking for a high-level piece that's big, can sleep the whole family, but you don't want to pay a new RV price tag, you found it. I mean, even the original owner's manuals, these folks were very detailed about keeping their stuff in order. Give us a call, 800-256-5196. Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Thanks again. Take care. Stay safe. Happy camping.